Alright, so today I'm gonna be showing you guys how you can make a video with Wondershare Filmora, which is the editing app that I use. So let's get started and get our video right here. So you can either pick keep project settings or match to media. I'm gonna do match to media. So we have our 24-second long video right here. We're gonna see how we can edit this, and I'm gonna go over all the tools that I use and other tools that I don't use. First, we're gonna start with the audio. If you just want to put a little bit of background music on this, because as you can see, it doesn't have any sound. So we're gonna put some music on that I think would be good. And I actually use most of these audios in my videos. So let's try this real quick. And see, you can hear there's, maybe you can hear there's a bit of keyboard, background sounds in the background. So if we want to get rid of that, we just pull this down and boom, there's no more. Alright, I think that's pretty good. So we're gonna keep this on and we're gonna see if this is pretty good. I think it's quite nice. I'm doing it all, the character is doing it over right here, and there's some nice background music on. And we'll go on to our next thing, which are effects. So basically, effects you can put on your little video, or you can put it on other stuff to make them have fire on them, or shake a bit, or have different voices. These are voice changers, which we can't use in this one because there's no voice. But this one we're gonna use square blur, and that makes it a bit this makes it a bit blurry in the background. And I find this very nice for doing voiceovers to start the intro, recording a voiceover while it's blurry, and then unblurring and starting the video itself. And then we can click this little thing to revert it back. I use square blurs sometimes when I'm doing intros that I think fit well, but you don't have to do it. There's also this little one called Extreme, and basically this one shakes the screen. There's also other versions of it, but for example, there's small, I think, small shake, or yeah, slight jitter. So I find these pretty nice when you're when the person that's saying in the talking in the background gets a bit mad, and then you can put on a shaking thing like it's rocking the screen or something. I don't know. But these are you can also put these down and it'll do a little animation in the background. Yeah, you see that? I've never used any of these types really, but they are pretty helpful. You can even put little things behind, little circles and stuff, but it's basically how effects work. Now, transitions are actually pretty cool. So we're gonna go ahead and open up transitions and then cut here and cut here. So as you can see, my character is jumping here. But we're just gonna cut all of that out and put in a little transition. So let's put the wobble spin in right in the middle there. You can also choose to put it there if you want. I wouldn't recommend it because it's not that useful, but it can help. And you can also put it before, like that, and then do this, which is actually pretty good in my opinion. I use this one right here most of the time. I like how clean it looks, and it just skipped the whole orange obby part and went right to a pink part with a cool transition. So that's how transitions work. There's also other ones You can like you can like fuse transitions with effects and stuff. I'm pretty sure. I've never tried it, but I think you can do that. And yeah, that's how transitions work. We're just gonna revert all this to go to our normal video again. And then we're gonna go on to something called titles, which are pretty cool. These are titles, and they're basically like little words, but they're like cooler, you know? This one is heartbeat, so basically how this one works is that it pulsates, I think is what it's called, I'm not sure. And there's glow text, which we're gonna put right here. We're gonna put this down right here. And then we can write something like, "That's so cool." And then we can like change how it looks and all that. So that's pretty cool. And then using effects, you can like make it pulsate. Like I think if you search up pulsate here, it will, yeah, like right there. Okay, never mind. That didn't work. Like right, you can do that. And then it zooms in. Now filters are probably the thing here I use the least, because I rarely use them. Like, you probably don't even notice when I use them because I don't use very clear ones, but for example, if you want it to be a bit brighter, you can put that on like that. And then if you only want it to be bright for a little part of the time, you cut here, or you don't have to cut. And then you make a little gap right here, only for this spot. So as you can see, now this is normal, and now it's bright, since it switched. Alright, and then you can obviously revert back if you don't like it. Alright, this is stickers, and I really like stickers, and I've used them a lot. Like, I don't know why that's still there. Like, we can get these little wings right here. We can like put them on my little character right here. Obviously it has to like follow with the character, which isn't the easiest thing ever, but as you can see, I can do it right here. Like that. And it's pretty cool. I use stickers a lot. If I'm using like a glowing light, I put this one on. If I want fire, I put this on like that. See? I think stickers are very useful. Stickers are a very good part and great for making videos on gaming, in my opinion. Anyways, that's going to be it for today's tutorial. I'll cover some of the more important things like templates and stock media that are kind of harder to use. But anyways, see you all next time.